guys. Brakpan to Belleville to Brackenfell. And we don't forget about Benoni. You asked for it? Brandywine. Brandy. Avant Brandy. Avant Cape Brandy. With the Founders 15. I love it. John Smith, Springbok, World Cup winning captain, George Gregan. They part.
George Gregan or George?
George Gregan.
He did have Jaws, mate.
They're part of the Avant Brandy. They are collabing with us, the Keo Zels Show and SA Rugby magazine. And it means if you get it right, you listen to us. Don't necessarily listen to Smitty. If you listen to us, you can win a lot of brandy. You're going to have to buy one, though, to win one. And we're going to be giving you a lot more on Thursday when it's more relevant, when we've seen the Wallaby 23. We're going to talk about that Bob 23 that Rassie announced today. A few surprises there. You can never pick a Rassie match 23. But this thing is not as complicated as Zels is going to make it sound for you with the Avant Brandy. Follow our WhatsApp channels. That's Keo Zels. Follow SA Rugby Magazine's WhatsApp channels and socials. And over the next 3-4 days, we are going to be telling you everything, how to win this Saturday through the Have One and Win with Smitty and his boys. And then the big exciting news is we're going to be having a function at the waterfront, at the Ferrari showroom, exclusive only, unless you win with us. With SA Rugby Magazine, Avant Brandy, and Keo Zels Show. Flights for 2, accommodation, event tickets, and tickets to the test match. And you can come from anywhere in South Africa.
That's pretty sweet.
It's a bloody good deal. So, it's not that complicated. I heard Smitty speak to your mate Ben
Kovetsky
on his lovely podcast, giving what he says will happen. He says it's going to be very close. Any team will win by 1-5. So Smitty's obviously feeling very charitable. He explains why to Ben. And if you just go and buy a bottle and say it's going to be 1-5, you're in the draw because you bought the bottle, you've done your scanning stuff. Zels are going to explain to you exactly how to do it. If you buy 10 bottles, you can win 20. You get an extra 10. That's basically it. And this brandy is his connoisseur brandy, apparently. I'm not a brandy drinker. It's connoisseur. But Asa tells me the one you can mix with Coke. He's the one he's taken home to taste as well. We'll find out later in the week how that happened. Yeah. But for the discerning connoisseur out there, now get some enthusiasm going in that voice and explain to the reader, the listener, the viewer, how it works.
Okay, here's how it goes, matey. If you buy Avant this week, sign up by going to avantbrandy.com to upload your till slip for the purchase. And Barney's prediction comes through. That's a team to win by 1-5 points. Avant will match your order for that week. So if you buy one bottle and you do what I've just said, which is scan your till slip or upload it, you'll be getting one bottle on the house. If you buy 10 bottles, you'll be getting 10 on the house. And here's the math. If you buy 25 bottles, you'll get 25 bottles on the house. So if you believe Smitty's got it right and the winning team is going to win by 1-5 points, get on down to the shops, get your Avant Brandy, and register that till slip.
Well, thanks for showing a bit of enthusiasm near the end there, okay? This is a collab.
Mate, I've had a bit of Avant. It's lunch.
Crazy things is I don't drink brandy, but Zels does. Now, initially, for me, it's like, come on, guys. 1-5. It's never going to happen. It's going to be more. But Rassie then comes out and he picks a match 23. He picks a starting 15 that few could have predicted. We took a stab at it a week ago and we got 12 of the 15 right. What I didn't get right was that he would say, no Cheslin Colby, hello Edward van der Merwe.
Yeah, look, I think two of the picks that we wouldn't have got, that we made that didn't come through was Damien de Allender and Cheslin Colby. Both of those guys are dealing with some injury issues. De Allender out and they're resting Cheslin as a precaution. So that bumps us up to 14 on a technicality. But some great and interesting selections. I mean, the bolter there is Siya Kolisi to start at number 8. Andre the Giant gets a shot at 12. And Edward van der Merwe, who is growing in stature and support and popularity, starts on the right wing. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does.
It's a bit like Frank Bunce. Life begins at 30 for Edward.
Yeah.
He's played 3 test matches. I think he's been player of the match 3 times.
Yeah.
Great substitute for Colby. Look, for me, there's only one Cheslin Colby. There's only one Cheslin Colby.
Yeah. Sure, mate.
Best player in the world when it comes to backs. Peter Steph Toy, best player in the world when it comes to forwards. He is there. So we looked at that starting pack a week ago. The only thing we didn't get right was we had a different loose forward mix. We had Sia in, we had Peter Stephen, and we had the bulk of Kobus Visa, if they were going to go that route at 8. Same second row we thought they'd go with, Eben and Lut. Same front row they thought they'd start with. Sia, when we bumped him a few months ago, he said, no, our style of play doesn't suit me starting at 8 like it does at the Sharks. But you have a theory that this could be a bit of a helter-skelter game.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a shootout, man. I think Sia was right when he said he's not big enough to play 8 the way the Boks traditionally play their footy, but I think this week is an exception. Boks are going to go out coast to coast. It's going to be a shootout. I think we picked a loose trio to sort of support a wider game. And we're going to attack Australia at the breakdown and see how we go there. So I think this is going to be a good one to watch.
Okay, Marco van Staden with Sia in that 8 role. Is that a bit like the days of George Smith and Full War?
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing that pretty much is it. I mean, Australia really did make that kind of combination popular. 2 guys that can play to the ball at open side and at 8. And I think that's what we're going to get out of this combination. Definitely a more mobile combination. An athletic combination than if you had started Kobus Visa at 8 with Sia at open side.
All right, we are back in HQ. There's beautiful natural noise. The birds, the bees, the odd kid, and the odd dog. So if you do get a bit of noise, guys,
It's a community episode.
yeah, just chill out, okay? It's as you said, it's a community episode. We're on the run. We had a busy morning, and we had to get this quick half an hour in when that Bok team, normally scheduled for Tuesday, has come out on a Monday, so you can hear our thoughts.
I think Rassie's picking the team for the Cape Town test tomorrow, and then he's naming the World Cup squad next week, Thursday. I think.
Yeah,
Trying
but
to get in early.
he won't tell anyone what he's going to do for that first test in Eden Park against the All Blacks.
Correct.
6th of September. That's the big one that everyone in World Rugby is building to. Forget about the British and Irish Lions and the Wallabies test series. A lot of positivity with the Wallabies, a lot of hope because they beat the British and Irish Lions team. How influential do you think that third test was, or the way that series played out, Zels, to this match 23 that he's playing?
As in the Bok team, like Rassie's. Yeah, I don't think it would have played any part in it, to be honest. I think he knows exactly what Australia is about. And I think he also knows that going front door against Australia is not really going to reap any benefits because I don't think they're a team that physically can really front up. A match against Australia is a great opportunity to see whether you can live with a team that likes to move the ball around and that fancies themselves as a try-scoring operation. So this is a chance for South Africa to see how Australian they can be. And obviously we'll bring our physicality to the collisions, but I think we're definitely going to lean into Tony's attack maps this week and have a full throttle rev.
Similar to a kind of side they picked 2 years ago, where Eddie bought his mix and match hopefuls, World Cup hopefuls. They got smashed 45-12 it was at Loftus. Marnie Lebok had a great game at 10. We did pick Marnie to start this one. If not against Australia, then against who?
Exactly.
No goal kicking insurance on the bench as such. Damian Willemse will cover the goal kicking. So they're obviously saying they can win this match, win it comfortably with tries because there's no Andre Pollard there. There's no Sasha FM there. You'd like to think those two will be playing in that reverse test, the second one in Cape Town, because I expect to see 8 or 9 changes regardless of the result for the Cape Town test.
I think if you had to sort of put the game plan into one word for this match, I think it would be speed. You've got Grant Williams at 9. You've got Kobus Reinach coming off the bench. Marnie Lebok's in there. You've got 2 open sides playing in the loose trio. This is a team ready to fly. Andre Esdazen loves to pass the ball. You know, this is a team that's going to have a full go. Edwin van der Merwe is going to get plenty of shots at the try line. I'm looking forward to seeing how Jesse Creel dominates Tom Wright in the collisions. It's going to be a fun game.
And then obviously looking at Andre the Giant, we always will him to succeed. We will him to do well.
Yeah.
He also gives them that option as a second loose forward when Kane and Moody gets introduced to the game.
Yep.
So you can see where that thinking he's going when he's gone with Kwagga and Franco on the bench. They can both, there's one cover lock specialist and Andre the Giant who basically is covering every position these days.
Correct.
Fussy, you happy that he's given Fussy the starting berth? Looked at Damon to basically come off and do a utility role with Damon then potentially starting in Cape Town again.
I think Fussy is Rassie's cup of tea at fullback, and I think he wants to see what this kid can do. Obviously, massive ceiling on the guy, explosive attacking threat, and his kicking game has improved significantly. I think Damian Willemse is the more credentialed rugby player and certainly my favourite. But as I've said before, I like him much closer to the ball and right in the thick of the action. So interesting calls by Rassie there. I think Damian Willemse definitely offers the backup fly-off cover and backup goal kicker in this match.
All right, if you heard a bit of heavy breathing there, it was me salivating at what he's going to pick for the Cape Town test. So, looking at this one, there's no such thing as a weak, vulnerable Bok team, not in this current setup. So he's picked a match 23, and it's hard to counter the quality of each player that's there.
Totally.
But then you keep on thinking who he hasn't picked. Cheslin Colby, not there. Damien Delandy, not there.
Yep.
Sasha Pollard, not there. Couple of locks, not there. Vincent Koch, not there. Thomas Tutoy, not there. I mean, there's some
real
big
players.
names.
And Ethan
Evan Rus, not there.
Evan Ross, not Ethan Hooker's a guy you thought might have got a bit of a run this week. You know, it is just Australia. Would it be nice to see him out in the field there? So he might be the secret weapon we're going to unveil at Eden Park.
Yeah, well, I mean, if he doesn't get a run next week, and he may come off the bench, play that utility role in the midfield or on the wing, that he does certainly give you something different. You know, where Cheslin and Kirtley give you something very similar in terms of the electric feet, the way they chase the ball. I mean, their pedigree is just second to none.
Yeah.
But Hooker is a special talent, and you just feel they've got him somewhere in a meat factory, and they're busy.
Next time you see him, he's 115 kgs.
And I think also the message that Rassie has just put out to Australia, you come here with a lot of hoo-ha about a third test win against the Lions in a dead rubber. Here's my team on Monday.
Yeah, good luck.
You know this thing of people keep back till the Thursday to see what the opposition coach is going to do. Is that a statement of intent?
I would say yes, but he might make us eat our words on Thursday when there's 5 niggles and guys have to pull out and there's changes. Look, I agree with you. I think it's him. It's what he's done historically is he plays open cards very early on. He says he has the team, he has the challenge, see what you can do to stop us. And so far it's worked pretty well.
All right. Are you happy with the 23?
I think it's great, mate. Like we've got three squads here. And any combination of those guys, you can make a case for them. You know, it might not always be the team that you and I would have picked. But as we've said time and time again, this guy's won 2 World Cups. He knows what he's doing. It's part of a plan, and you have to believe in the process.
He's won 2 World Cups, a British and Irish Lions series.
Indeed.
He's won a rugby championship. He could become the first Bok coach to go
And a
back-to-back.
Vodacom Cup.
To go back-to-back in the rugby championships. The Boks aren't favourites to win it. New Zealand, because they play the Boks twice at home, are. We always say Boks by 10 here. We also say, watch our collab with Avant Brandy on the 23rd of August in Cape Town. We'll be hosting George Gregan, one of the great Australian Wallabies. We're going to have a banter with him. You can sip on a bit of Cape Avant Brandy. You'll be sipping up because I don't drink brandy, mate.
Come on, mate.
I'll go to you. And follow all details of that on our WhatsApp channels, on SA Rugby Magazine's WhatsApp channels, on my personal kind of Insta X feed. It's going to be a great fortnight having Australia, conquerors of the British and Irish Lions in the 30s, having them in Johannesburg, having them in Cape Town. Is going to be even better when we pump them.